is from the Atlantic article I mentioned in the previous episode. The article points out that some conservatives have been experimenting with a scheme to exploit the credibility of local journalism by publishing these websites with innocuous sounding news sounding names like the Arizona Monitor and the Kalamazoo Times. The Kalamazoo Times, and I do remember seeing some stuff pop up in my social media feeds from the Kalamazoo Times, and I've seen a couple of these and thought they don't sound like any news organization I've ever heard of, but they sound credible enough that lots of people can be fooled by them. So at first glance, they look like regular publications. They have community notices and they cover school events and stuff. But on closer look, there's no masthead. There's few if any bylines. There's no address for local offices. So all the things that a legit news organization would have, they don't. So those are the things to watch out for if you are wondering whether it's a legit news organization site that you've come across. Many of them are organs of Republican lobbying groups, and some others belong to a company called Locality Labs, which is run by a conservative activist in Illinois. They give no indication that they have a political agenda. So candidates looking to plant a negative news story will use these sites to get their headline into the information ecosphere. And by working through a third-party consulting firm instead of paying these sites directly, they obscure their involvement in it, and they when they have to file their expenditures with the FEC. Even apart from that, even if you recognize these for what they are in your news feed, they can still pull their headlines that they plant these stories and use them in their campaign commercials and fundraising emails and citing them as from the Kalamazoo Times or whatever. And people are likely not going to question them and consider those reputable sources. So buyer beware out there.